Hey everyone, checking in on the market. So this morning, pretty much the sixth time in a row, Trump tariff dump in extended hours means bulls buy the dip when the bell rings. Pretty astounding that it continues to play out this way. Pretty astounding the resiliency of these markets, but it is not going to be shaken by these Trump tariffs. And we've seen that time and time again. So this is a potential cup and handle pattern. We were looking for the equilibrium, but we didn't even really pull back enough for it to be considered one. Just a very brief consolidation and then continuation with a bull break today. So we have the all-time high healthy consolidation, inability to break the all-time high, brief little pullback of handle, and now the bulls are attempting this blue sky breakout. If they can follow through and get that all-time high, the bull MAC decross will be ready to go, and the weekly time frame still certainly bullish for months riding these exponential moving averages. So just like that, on the flip of a coin, on a stop of a dime, whatever you want to say, we've got the bulls completely turning around the weakness after hours to strength all day today, led by the tech sector with a lot of strength behind it as well. IWM didn't really see as much strength. We saw that weakness yesterday. Today's just a daily inside bar, so still a lot of work for the bulls to break some resistance. Look how many times we rejected from 171.50. 6 times in the last 8 days. So a close above that level will be notable if the bulls can finally pull that off. But at this point, it is still healthy weekly consolidation, but we are clearly still in consolidation mode. QQQ on the daily also didn't really get a bull follow-through move by getting over the high of yesterday, so it is a daily inside bar, and we're watching this tightening equilibrium pattern. Support is 181.17 and resistance is 184.94. That's the range to be watching. Bulls still holding on. Weekly time frame, healthy sideways consolidation, currently multiple weekly inside bars showing those tightening ranges. XLF still is a potential little bear flag on this weak bounce attempt, so we're not seeing a ton of strength on these individual sectors, and it's been this way for about a week now on SPY, where SPY is on the verge of all-time highs, but the tech sector is in an equilibrium, and the financial sector has been consolidating for about 3 weeks at this point. So it's interesting to see that there are other sectors helping these market bulls with some of this strength, and it's really going to take the financial, or I should say, it's going to take the tech sector breaking that daily equilibrium bullish in order to see SPY with a significant follow-through move on a new all-time high. VIX still tightening up, higher lows and lower highs. We've got 1193 as support, and we topped out at 1375, but even if we do break that level, it's still all about 1563 resistance for me. The bears still have the upper hand in this pattern. We're closer to a bear break than we are to a bull break, but it's still something to keep an eye on because we are still in this tightening sideways pattern. And the weekly time frame, Bollinger Band's getting really tight. So when we see these Bollinger Bands get tight, let's look back historically because that gives us some nice insight into what to anticipate for the potential future. And on these equilibrium, or I should say on these Bollinger Bands, you can see the periods where they get tight. We have big breakouts. So let's see if that means something here. That's actually very notable here at this point. Did have a couple little weaker bull breaks that have expanded these Bollinger Bands when they have gotten tight in the past, but we got to keep an eye on it. And I certainly will now. I'm just noticing this while I'm doing this live, and that's definitely something to be watching going forward. So bulls in full control, all-time high tests approaching, and as long as the SPY bulls hold the daily middle Bollinger Band, we don't even have to think about the bears. Lose the daily middle Bollinger Band, and we'll look down to 286.71 and take it from there. Hope you have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.